Okay, and we are live. Hello world. Hope you're all having a grand old time and ready for episode 18 of Candlekeep Mysteries. How many more to go? I'm not really sure, but we'll find out eventually. So let's see with what happened last time. You all got stuck into the mystery pretty hard, as you were locked into this cellar here, as something kind of came to a point where you all started humming this tune, all of you the same tune, and yes, I believe it was eventually found out that this may be related to some kind of curse, some sort of singing curse that had happened before hundreds and hundreds of years ago, but no one really knows how it quite got solved last time, so that's what you guys are kind of looking into right now. But yeah, so the tune spread. At one point, Ebda collapsed, paralyzed, but everything had shut down except for his mouth, which was kind of still humming away. And you guys kind of like comforted his daughter Gelby, got her sent back to the room where Crinkle was looking after her, and you did kind of make some weird discoveries with some very worrying drawings that she had made, stuff like a guy of missing feet, a dog eating some lady's hands, that kind of stuff. Later on, you kind of got attacked by some strange shadowy monsters, which resulted in, I believe, Azza and Kane having some of your strength drained from you. So we'll see if you're able to recover that at some point. Yeah. Eventually, you did find a ledger describing, or noting even, a few books that were in-house for repair. You kind of focused on one of them, but it wasn't to be found until you did a little bit of investigation, which led you to Crinkle's room, and you some of you found it kind of tucked away in a little cubby hole there. Kind of brought it out, and while looking over the book, you all started adding some lyrics to that humming, and I believe it was Salam kind of pointed out that you were only singing 3 stanzas? Is that the word? Yeah, 3 verses? I don't know. No, stanzas for poem, isn't it? Anyway, you were singing three chunks, let's say, and the picture book kind of denoted 4, so you might be missing one of those chunks. So yeah, you were kind of looking that over, and while looking over the book and kind of maybe discussing the incompleteness of it, you kind of heard something joining in on the singing coming from the room up above, and you eventually tracked that down to a locked room where the fireflies were kept. And then upon further investigations, you found that it was coming from underneath the floorboards. Cracked it open, and there was a skull there that kind of floated up and was singing madly as well. You did destroy the skull and found the remains of 2 humanoids. But yeah, while you were kind of discussing things, or was it before? I'm not sure. Either way, the kind of madness kind of took over a few of you. I believe it was Kane, Azza, and Varnier. You were all mentally attacked in some way, causing you to lash out at those around you. I believe Kane attacked Azza, but he missed, thankfully. Unfortunately, Varnier lashed out and kinda killed Ebda, so that's kind of awkward. It's going to be an awkward conversation with Galeby later, but I'm sure we'll cope. And I believe that's where we left off last time. Did I miss anything?
No, sounds good.
Excellent. Alright. Just boost your guys' volume a little bit in Discord, and then we can get going.
So we were talking about how we probably need to imitate the final part of the book, even though we don't exactly know the reading. The picture is fairly clear. Grind the ghost in a mill, although we don't have a mill. Not even sure we have a grinder. Could just really beat up the skulls. That could be similar. Or maybe we just need to fix the book. Did anyone else have any thoughts?
Let me see if I can find that again.
Well, from the book's picture, I believe we need to destroy the bones in some kind of way.
Grinding would be most accurate, but perhaps that doesn't matter.
And are we still unable to hold concentration spells?
Yeah, you guys are still kind of afflicted by this singing curse thing. So yeah, you need to concentrate to not be actually singing.
I don't know. Maybe magic missiles could do the trick.
Like casting magic missiles at the bones?
It's the only thing I could think of multiple times.
I mean, I have this magical weapon that's kind of blunt. You could smash it with that.
Magic and blunt. Seems like a good choice to me. If I haven't already, I'll hand you the second skull and say I'll start sweeping up the pieces of the other skull in case we need to be more thorough.
Alright, I guess I'll start grinding this skull into dust.
Sure, go for it. So yeah, you how exactly are you doing this?
With my weapon?
Like, are you just like kind of placing it on the floor and just swinging at it, or are you kind of just like kind of just applying pressure and kind of like rotating it, or just kind of that kind of thing?
No, I'm just hitting it.
Okay, so yeah, you kind of just like place it into like maybe a wedge somewhere in a corner perhaps, and you just start swinging. Yeah, it starts to like break up even more than it did before. This was the one you already smashed, right? So you're just smashing it even more. Yeah. All right.
Smashing.
Smashing. Yeah, so you just start swinging and you fragment it even more and more, and so yeah, it's breaking up pretty badly. But at a certain point, the pieces are quite small, and kind of this approach is just kind of just scattering them mostly, maybe breaking them up a little bit more. But yeah, the skull is now in like a large number of small pieces.
Did it do
And
anything?
Yeah, you can't seem to notice anything currently, no. You just kind of smash away at it. And yeah, there doesn't seem to be any change regarding it so far. You can't sense any changes, yeah. You do, Kane, you'll probably see through the door that you see Catulla kind of approaching the door with a curious look on their face. And they'll kind of stick their head in and ask, what is all this noise going on in here?
do you have any way to grind bones?
Which is so unhelpful.
Grind Bones. For whatever reason would you want that?
And Kane would just pretty much tell her about the book and the theory that we have to get rid of this curse.
This sounds maddening, but anything to get out of here. Anything at all. It's good. I am on the edge of my withstanding of this. I've had enough. I've had enough. Yes. I do not have any magics that would grind bones, as you say. Just my own strength. But it seems you already have some strength in there, going at it already. But I suppose that solves my curiosity of where this banging is coming from.
Well, the shard should be small enough now. Perhaps, do you have a mortar and pestle of some sort that we could use to further grind them?
Yes, I believe I do have one in my quarters if you wish to make use of it, or there may be one in, probably not in the repair shop, but maybe in my own personal belongings I have one that you could use. Shall I fetch it for you?
Oh, yes, please.
Oh, I'll be back in a moment.
And then Kane's gonna go and let Azza and Salam know pretty much what happened, and that Atula is gonna go get the mortar and pestle to hopefully grind these bones down into dust. Oh no, her dice.
Okay.
Don't tell me she dies on the way.
Yeah, she
And
stubs her toe and dies from bludgeoning damage.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so while you're waiting and maybe continuing the smashing of the bones, maybe the first thing you notice is your breath starts to fog up as you exhale, and then you suddenly become acutely aware that the temperature in this cellar, this establishment, is dropping very quickly.
Oh, good.
Yeah, and it continues to drop and drop, and your teeth begin to chatter, and you start doing your best to stay warm. Yes, and it seems to continue dropping, and you start having longings for log fires and warm drinks and a furry coat to keep you warm. Anyway, Cthulhu kind of comes back as well, kind of clutching at herself and chattering, and she kind of steps in and says, "Oh, is it me, or has it gotten very cold in here all of a sudden?"
It's not you.
Oh, this, I abhor the cold. This is getting worse and worse. Here is your mortar and pestle. And she kind of like just sticks her hands out with it in her and just waits for someone to take it.
Kane will grab it and then pass it to either Salam or Azza, someone who's strong enough to get the job done.
Very good. Oh, this is
I'm
ridiculous.
feeling quite weak.
I do not have any winter clothes. Where is Vania? I wish to talk with her.
Not sure.
Ugh,
I haven't seen her.
she is useless. Always harping on about hard work, and whenever I need her, she is nowhere to be found. Ugh. I'll be in the kitchens near the heated coil, trying to stay warm. If you need me, if you see Vania, tell her I wish to have words.
Will do.
She storms off.
Do you guys think we need to cremate these bones?
It wasn't in the story, but I'm not against it.
I figured it might solve two problems. It might get rid of this curse and warm us up.
Where would we be able to create a fire hot enough to destroy Bone?
I don't know. Perhaps we could start with the hole it's in.
Which is surrounded by wood, right?
Yeah, this place is pretty wooden.
I thought it was in the dirt.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, the building it's a basement, but the building is still made of, like, wood. So there's, like, well, the wooden floor and, like, I think stone walls. But yeah, it's kind of like a basement that's been excavated underneath there, where you've been staying. So I guess if you went to the bottom floor and broke up the floorboards and then kind of dug, you'd eventually hit dirt. So yeah, I think that would be down in your bedrooms if you wanted to create maybe like some sort of weird rudimentary fire pit. But yeah, you'd have to break through the floorboards and kind of dig a hole.
I mean, wouldn't this place probably have a stone foundation to be able to hold up the weight of the entire place?
I mean, that sounds sensible. I ain't no building man.
Magic.
Yeah, magic. It's magic dirt. I
All
mean,
the
that
more
makes a
reason
lot of
not to move
sense.
it.
uh,
Perhaps we could utilize Crinkle's oven in some kind of way.
that's kind of like just like a coil of metal that's got heat metal cast on it.
Brainstorming.
But yeah, the temperature is like continuing to drop now to worrying levels. Those of you who kind of like have survived in harsh conditions, anyone kind of into that shit? Anyone survivalists?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's hear.
definitely. So yeah, you two will probably be like, we should probably maybe get some cloaks or something, or some cold weather protection. Otherwise, we're gonna have a bad time.
Might be getting cold because we're on the right track and it's trying to stop us. Or we're on the wrong track and we're making it worse. Either way, I'll probably go downstairs and grab everyone their cloaks.
Yeah, you'll have your kind of packs with you, and I presume that will include some kind of cloaks. So yeah, if one of you wants to head down and get that, or you could all head down.
I mean, I have my stuff, so.
Okay. But yeah,
Yikes, a
you guys.
dead person. Ah!
Yeah, you can kind of wrap up if you've already got your stuff with you. Yeah. Yeah, I guess Azar, as you pass Ebda there, you kind of see. Yeah, he's starting to get mighty pale.
That's definitely a problem.
And you kind of, as you go through the kitchen, you see Cthulhu kind of like hunched over near the coiled piece of metal, trying to keep warm, kind of muttering to themselves. Barely kind of acknowledges you as you kind of go through the kitchen.
Well, ditto. Start grabbing cloaks. Maybe take the blankets off the beds as well.
Yeah, that would help, definitely.
A little bit. I think I'm ready to go back upstairs. That long march. Ah, dead person. Ugh, scares me every time. What will the child think? Uh-oh, where's their roll?
It's fine.
It's fine. Fine. I'm back. Has anything changed?
It's just still cold.
Yeah, it's mighty, mighty cold.
Alright, I grabbed our cloaks. I also looted the beds for blankets.
So yeah, you guys bundle up, and yeah, that kind of helps fight off the cold. Or although yeah, you can still feel it's definitely unnaturally cold here. But yeah, you kind of bundle up, and that helps a great deal.
Sorry, have we begun mortaring yet? Are we still on the
Yeah, I
the
forget
book
which
of-
way round it is. Is it pestiling or mortaring? Which one's the bowl?
Pestle.
Pestle. Okay, so yeah, I always get the two
The
mixed
mortar.
up.
The mortar is the bowl. Pestle's the thing you smashed up with.
Oh, okay.
So we aren't sticking into a tube and firing at our enemies? Alright.
That'll probably get it get it ground up good. But yeah, you can kind of gather up some of the smaller pieces and kind of start grinding it up. Yeah, however, it is very much like a mortar and pestle made for grinding up herbs for just a kind of one person, so it's not a massive one.
Do we grind the skull fragments together or separate?
What do you mean?
Whether we put one skull in the mortar or two?
Oh, I doubt there's room for two.
Yeah, you
I'm
could
guessing
probably.
This thing is probably only like the mortar's probably only like that big. Like it'll probably only fit maybe. I'm guessing like half of the first skull.
Yeah, a couple of pieces. So yeah. But yeah, you
Ken
can
will start bringing over all the pieces he can find
Hmm.
and hand them to Salam because I think Salam is the strongest person with us right now.
Yeah, I'm looking 4 points weaker.
Mm.
Not only is the cold, but I'm feeling faint.
Yeah, I'll start grinding this skull, I guess.
Alright. Yeah, you kind of set to work. It's probably pretty tough going, grinding up bones, but you know, the effort kind of helps keep you warm as well, so yeah. Yeah, you kind of get started on that, and yeah, it's pretty easy going after you get momentum.
Was
What's
it cold downstairs too, Azza?
Yeah.
Was it cold downstairs?
Yes, it was.
Okay. Yeah. Just as cold.
Yeah, about this. Yeah, it's the same kind of temperature. Well, of coldness. Yeah.
Since I'm not doing anything, should I check upstairs?
We can't go upstairs yet, right? It's still
Well,
blocked.
There's
No,
one more
you can
level.
go up to the upper floor. Yeah.
There's a sculpture.
There is.
Oh yeah, go for it.
Huh, a body.
Yeah,
Gets me every time.
guess roll will accompany you.
Oh no. Because he's always been the most stable.
Yeah, so it's equally cold up here. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Maybe roll perception.
Oh no.
Let's see.
Skills. Perception. No advantage.
Okay. So you barely hear this, but you hear someone kind of like shivering, teeth chatting, and kind of small sobbing sounds coming from over here.
Give my fingers a flex, like to summon my weapon, but not yet. Like slowly approach. Who's there?
No one replies.
Show yourself. I'm in no mood for surprises.
Yeah, you kind of round the
Vanya.
corner and you see Vanya kind of like huddled on the floor, shivering, sobbing and kind of muttering to herself.
Vanya, what is wrong?
She kind of looks up at you, pale, just like distraught, and says, I killed him. I don't know why. She just looks down at her hands, just like shivering violently.
There's a look of confusion, and then realization. Oh. That's not good indeed. Listen, there's nothing you can do up here. Please come down with us. We could use an extra mind, a sharp one, for what we can do to end this curse. And there you might find redemption.
My mind, it made me see those things, and I lashed out, and then I saw him dead by my own hands. I do not know if my mind will be of use.
Your mind is plenty fine. We have all experienced the effects of enchantment magic and the effects when one played with our mind. Your actions were not your own. There's a scorch mark on the side of... I think you cast a firebolt.
Kane did, yeah.
I did. Yep.
Yeah. There's a scorch mark on the side of the firefly closet as proof of that.
Oh, fire. Were any books damaged?
No,
Good.
just on
But
the wall.
the wall. But still, I do not know if I should be near anyone else. Roll persuasion on her.
Yes, my strongest skill.
Oof. She doesn't seem inclined to join you. She says, "No, if it would happen again, I may hurt someone else. No, I wish to remain here, away from everyone. But if you have a question, you can come ask me. Yes, but keep your distance." She kind of shuffles away from you.
Could you do me a favor? Once I'm downstairs, could you at least stay close to the center of this floor so we might yell up at you from below?
Yes, I can do this much.
Okay.
And she'll post up over here. And she kind of looks over the edge and then goes incredibly pale and kind of just like slumps down on the floor.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't look down.
Okay.
We'll get through this. We'll find a way out and a redemption for all of us. All of our mistakes.
I hope so.
Okay.
But yes.
And I don't think I've explicitly asked. This floor is just as cold?
Yes.
Good to know.
Everywhere is cold as fuck.
Jeez, it's cold.
During this whole time, Kane is just gonna be assisting Salam with crushing up these bones and handing him pieces so he doesn't have to stop or lose focus.
Yeah. Yeah, you kind of like create piles of small chunks, medium chunks, big chunks, and then kind of like pass them over as it gets to like, you know, a powdery consistency. Yeah, and you kind of... Solid work.
Knocking on the door frame as I enter. I'm back. Just as cold up there. And the only thing up there I found out of the ordinary is Vanya. What? I'm sorry, what's the man's name?
Yep.
The one dead.
Ebda, yeah. The dead one. Ebda.
She killed Ebda in the psychosis of the screaming or the singing skull. She is not taking it well.
Oh, did I not mention that earlier?
It might have escaped you, but it wasn't. Oh hell, I guess it's as important to somebody.
She must have been under the same influence I was when I almost hit you with that firebolt.
And to sort of agree with you, I gestured to the scorch mark on the side of the wall.
Well, it's a good thing my aim is off.
I think I would have survived, but yes, it's a good thing your aim was off. And, how's it go down here?
Well, we're grinding away. Next thing I could think about is what are we to do next once we have the bones ground into powder? Should we put them in a empty potion bottle and I don't know, throw them off the side of the second floor or something?
Yeah. By this point, you probably have the majority of like the first skull ground up into like a pretty fine powder.
And absolutely no change in our singing.
Nope.
Am I at least improving?
Yeah, you're getting a pretty good singing voice on you.
A few more years and maybe I'll be proficient.
Yeah.
Trying to look for the handout of the book again.
Yeah, let me try and find that.
The handouts don't save on here for some reason. Like, he has to share them again for us to see them, I think. Because I can't find a place where you can just go click on them.
That's unfortunate. Now, the handout for the Helm of Comprehend Language saved, interestingly enough, but that's it.
Yeah, like I got the playing cards and I got the magic item. That's it.
Yeah.
Good, because I thought it was just me.
Maybe I need to go into the settings of the handout and make it available.
It's been like that the whole time.
My bad. Let me see for this one. So, where was it?
Clearly didn't bother us too much, or we might have said something.
Maybe we need to get the girl to do something. Maybe we're looking at the wrong part of it. Maybe it has to do with more who's doing the destroying than how it's destroyed.
Well, she was the only one that had dreams, wasn't she?
Yeah, she's connected to this in some way.
Oh, but then we were definitely gonna have to move Ebder's body.
Yes, upstairs might not be a great choice with Vanya, although, hell, she could move. We could bring the material down to her.
I mean,
Rather.
we could move the body to the room down here.
Yeah, that'll work too. I could get another sheet and cover him up if you think that's necessary.
Well, it is
Not
the
a
respectful.
terrible idea, so he's not dripping blood all across the floor and stuff.
And it's the least we could do.
Then I'll do that, and
Who would create such an ominous book? Especially for children, it seems.
Is the reason it says I'm blind because that's what you decided to put on there for my invisibility?
Yeah, there wasn't any other pip for
I was like,
an eye.
why is it showing me blind?
Yeah. How much longer it will be on that? It's like an hour or so, isn't it?
It's an hour total, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how long it's been though.
It's probably been a while. But you probably still have it.
I don't think it's been that long.
Hmm.
Because I mean, I cast it like just a little bit before we got the
Hmm.
got the key and went into that room. So it
Yeah.
should be good for a bit. Maybe like probably half done, I would guess.
All right. So while Azza's, or who's moving the body? Is that you, Azza?
Yeah, I guess it will be. Not needed for anything else.
Kane will help Salam gather up all the supplies. Are we heading downstairs to the young girl?
Hmm.
Um,
Who's helping you?
I thought we were gonna bring her up here. That's why we're moving the body.
Okay, then. I'll go get her and bring her up with Crinkle.
Okay. So do you guys kind of head out into the main room?
Yep.
Okay.
Uh, when Kane leaves, I'm just gonna go out and do kind of like a quick walk around of this room out here,
Mm-hmm.
just to make sure that since it's cold now, that Shemsheim didn't show up and is invisible or something.
Mm.
So
Okay.
I'm just gonna kind of walk around.
So yeah, you guys kind of go about your business. So Salam, you walk around. Azza, Rolo go about. Are you just moving the body or covering it?
Moving, and we'll go down to the lower room.
Oh yeah, into the repair room. Okay, and then Kane is heading downstairs to get Galeby, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, LB. Yep.
So yeah, you guys kind of go about doing that. As you're so while you're kind of going about your business in the main room, you kind of feel an unease kind of wash over you. The hairs on your back prickle up, and your sense for danger kind of starts giving you warning signs. The bookcases around you start rattling violently, and before you know it, several books seem to just start zooming off the shelves towards you. Can you all make dexterity saving throws, please?
Well, I can certainly try. The numbers keep getting lower. Only one number left to go.
Okay, let's see. So Salam and Kane are perfectly fine. However, Azza, Rolo, and also Ebda get pelted with a number of books. Yeah,
Can't drop him. It'd be disrespectful. Ah, ooh, ee, ah, ooh, ah.
let's see. So let's see. We'll roll damage.
I will survive. Ow, oh, ah,
So
ee, ah,
for
ooh.
Kane, oh no, not Kane. Azza, you take 4 bludgeoning
that-
as 2 books kind of hit you in the body, and
Hey, that
then
die was cocked.
uh, and then Rolo, he will take 5. Okay,
I'm injured. Still in the fight.
and yeah, I don't know. Ebda gets pelted for another 5 as well, but you know, he's not.
He's already dead.
Yeah, he's already dead, so yeah, he kind of just gets bopped by a number of books. But yeah, so the other 2, you guys kind of deftly duck or dive or dodge out of the way, and the books kind of hit the wall or the floor. So yeah, just like a flurry of books fly off the shelves, no pattern at all, and they kind of hit the target or miss, and then clatter to the floor, leaving quite a mess.
And it's a lot of books.
Yeah, quite a few
Like-
books.
So probably poke around with them a little later and be like, are any of these like how to undo curses for dummies?
Unfortunately, no. And also, Salam, you do not see any invisible miscreants or ragamuffins vagabonds, even.
For vagabonds.
That's a pretty good one, actually.
More raggedy. Yeah, so yeah, you don't spot anyone.
And there's nothing on the ethereal plane either?
No, I believe not. So yeah, Kane, you head on down to Galeby. Rolo and Azza will move Ebda into the room here, and you can close the door. There does appear to be like a keyhole on it, but you don't have a key. So you can't lock it.
Yeah,
Oh.
that was locked out.
Yeah, I thought you were saying it was locked. I was like, when did somebody lock that? It was just open.
No, yeah, so it could be
I would
locked.
be so pissed. This door would be thunderwaved.
No, that'd be pretty harsh. No, so it's lockable, but you don't have a means to lock it to kind of make sure no one's going to look in on Abda accidentally. Yeah.
That's kind of what the cloak's for. You spook them away, like, ghosts.
You might want to take Kane off of my thing, because I just realized I can see with his vision as well as mine.
Oh, okay, sure.
Since you added his thing to me for
Yeah.
that session, he couldn't get in, so...
Let me see. Configure permissions.
Like, it just popped up and I could see downstairs, and I was like, oh, that's not right. I didn't go down there.
That's the ethereal plane right there.
Hell yeah.
Let's see, where are we?
So this is the repair room. I feel like I haven't watched.
Okay.
I mean, I haven't looked at what's on the table. Is there like a pair of tinkering tools here?
Hold on. I'll check in a moment. Can you still see Kane?
No.
Okay, so that's updated then, so I don't need to replace it. Let's have a look. F5. Let's see. That's the wrong room.
I think it was more like binding supplies and stuff like that as a...
That makes sense.
Yeah,
but
there
it's
was a
worth asking.
case, yeah. Ledger.
To be fair, the picture literally has a wrench.
Yeah. So let's
worth
see.
asking.
On the display on the bench, the tools are used for bookbinding, leatherworking, wood carving, and painting. So yeah, those kind of
No
tools.
tinkering.
No tinkering tools, I'm afraid.
Well, there goes my idea of.
I mean,
Screw
you
it.
you could
I'll
probably
repair the book.
improvise something, because I mean, this is where you would repair a book. So you could probably improvise something that's not exactly tinkerer's tools, but would help in some way.
That sounds like a recipe of disaster. Not only do I not know what I'm doing, I'm using tools I made myself.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys kind of prop up Ebda in the corner, on a stool, under the table, somewhere like that. Up to you. And then yeah, Kane goes down, knocks on the door gently, and you kind of your voice kind of chattering beckons you to enter. You open the door and you see kind of Crinkle and Galeby kind of like huddled under a pile of bed sheets. Yeah, you can also as you went through the kitchen, you saw Cthulhu again, looking even more upset, angry, and perturbed than the last time you saw them.
So once they say, tell Kane to come in, like, how are you doing down here?
It's cold. I don't like it.
Neither do I, darling, trust me. I actually came down because we could use the two of your help.
What can I do? You want a picture?
Well, I think we're good for now with the pictures. But we are supposed to be making a potion, and there's some things we need to grind down. Would you two like to help?
Oh, I've never done that before, but I like new things. Daddy says always try something new, at least once.
Ooh.
So yeah, I can
Can
do
we-
that.
Can we try to just keep a straight face and say, Well, let's go. And let's see if we could teach you something new. Hopefully, this potion can get rid of this curse where everybody's singing.
Oh, that sounds lovely. She'll hop up and kind of just take a moment to put on any spare clothes she has to like kind of layer up, and then she'll kind of wrap the blanket around her as well and kind of follow you up. Is Crinkle coming as well? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll
Okay.
tell Crinkle to come. And on the way up, Kane will just put his arm over her and wrap his blanket around her to give us some extra warmth.
Okay. I'll move you all up.
How much blood is on the ground where Edgar died?
It's not a massive amount. I'll just move Kane. So, ooh. So there are some blood stains, but it was a pretty clean jab, just a single jab. So there was some blood, but most of it kind of spilled into his shirt and into the chair. So you could probably like retroactively take the chair and stick it in the room with Abda, and then there'd just be maybe a few kind of blotches on the floor.
Okay.
Oh, I think Varnia will have dropped her rapier as well. So yeah. So yeah, do you want to put like the chair, the bloody chair, and the rapier in with Abda?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so yeah, you kind of do that.
And then when I get out to the bloody areas again, I'm just gonna take the little knife that I have in my like herbalist kit that I use for cutting herbs, and I'm just gonna kind of like not deep or anything, but just kind of like cut the top of my arm just so it's bleeding a little bit.
Okay.
So that if the girl asks, I can just say that it was me that left the blood there.
Smart. All right. Yeah. So you do that. I won't have you roll to hit. Okay.
If you fail, you hit the artery.
All right. So yeah, you kind
That
of
would
do.
really take some doing, considering I'm cutting the top of my arm.
Absolutely. All right. So yeah, you guys head on up into the floor. Azza and Rolo, maybe you join the main room again. And kind of lock the door. Maybe post like a sign on there saying I don't know, closed for maintenance or something.
Maybe I'll just lean on the door from this side.
Okay.
So,
I mean,
so
Rolo can do that if you want to like be near the group.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So
Sounds
yeah,
good to
Rolo
me.
will kind of stand guard at the door there.
I'll be halfway.
Living on a prayer. All right. So yeah, Crinkle, Galeby, and Kane return and just kind of look around. Let's see. Oh, she is perceptive of. she notices the blood splatters on the floor and says, What's that? Where's their chair gone?
Oh,
Where's Daddy?
I sent it off for cleaning. I got some of my blood on it. And all
Oh,
that
you
shit.
hurt? Oh,
Yeah.
that's sad. She'll kind of come over and tear a piece of her blanket off and kind of wrap it up around your cut. Let's see how he is for medicine. Let's see. She does. It kind of hurts a little bit. She maybe ties it a little bit too tight, but you know, she's trying.
Thank you. Aren't you sweet? I'll kind of pat her on the head.
She kind of smiles, gives you that kind of cheeky little smile with the missing front teeth, and then she kind of like sits down on the chair, kind of kicking her legs, and says, "So, something about a potion?" And Crinkle sit next to her.
Yes. We're gonna need you to try your best to grind these little white shards into as small powder as you can using these that mortar and pestle there.
White shards? Is it sugared candy?
No, it is it comes from some type of stone.
Stones. That sounds hard. I'm not very strong.
It's not a very strong stone.
Okay. Like slate or whatever.
Yes. Like
Oh,
light colored slate.
I could probably do that. Can Crinkle help?
Crinkle can give you moral support.
Crinkle use the helping action. Alright, so she kind of like holds out her little hands and kind of takes the mortar and pestle from you and starts doing probably a pretty bad job at grinding it up. But yeah, she kind of goes to work on that.
Kane will make sure he hands pieces that don't
Look
look
like a
like
skull.
bones. Yeah, stuff that doesn't look humanoid.
Just like the jaw with the teeth still in there.
Yeah, exactly. Like, here's a skull, little girl, crush it up.
Yeah, alright, so yeah, you kind of hands her innocent looking pieces and she smashes it. She doesn't know what she's doing, but yeah, then Crinkle kind of gives her some pointers using like gestures and maybe kind of guides her hands a little bit, and then she starts to do not as bad of a job.
Hey, Galeby, do you know the last verse to this song?
What is the song?
And I'll kind of sing the first 3 verses of the Shemshine song and see if she knows the last verse.
Yeah, you kind of like, maybe you were concentrating to not start, but you kind of relax a little and then it starts, and then she was already kind of absent-mindedly singing it, and then she kind of like stutters and then kind of syncs up with you and she starts singing along with you. And you kind of reach the kind of ends of it, and then you'll kind of like stutter again and you start from the beginning again, missing the same verse again. Okay, let me see here.
What if we're supposed to get her to draw the final scene?
That's what I was just kind of thinking too.
Okay, as you all kind of sing this song and she joins in, Crinkle kind of joins in as well, and you notice the firefly lights flicker strongly again, and let's see, where is it? Ah, here we go. Let's see, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Let's see who. Okay. Okay, so Kane, can you make a intelligence saving throw, please? Ooh. Okay, so let me roll.
God, don't kill the little girl.
I stab her right in the back.
Nah. Not that one, thankfully. Okay, so you take 10 psychic damage, and you see the world around you warp, and the wooden floor turn into dirt and soil, and from that dirt and soil, these hands and arms manifest, and they start trying to drag you down into the dirt, trying to bury you alive. And you have flashbacks of when you woke up in the dirt in that coffin, and you start freaking out as if you were being dragged into the dirt and being buried alive again. So yeah, you kind of start.
Kane's gonna start having a panic attack.
Galeby kind of just like jumps and kind of drops the mortar and pestle onto the floor, spilling like the dust and shards everywhere. And she kind of just like jumps off her chair and kind of runs across to the other side of the room. Crinkle kind of follows her, and she's kind of like crying out in fright. What's the rest of you all doing?
Wait, why is she crying out in fright?
Because Kane's having like a panic attack from this vision.
Okay.
Thing almost killed me.
Yeah, so you're still seeing these arms trying to drag you down into the dirt.
Kane, are you okay?
Hey,
You don't see them.
What?
They're trying to grab me. They're trying to take me. And he's gonna be
No.
swinging his dagger at them.
oh, hey, no, it's just an illusion. Like my old mentor. It's in your head.
Yeah, they
You
don't
see
look
him
like an
just
illusion.
He's sweating. He's like heavy breathing. Just like still swinging away at them.
It's in your head. They're not real.
Oh fuck! I can't even cast guidance because it's concentration. Ugh, it's the worst.
Yeah, so Kane, they still look very much real to you.
Nope. At least I hear Az's voice.
Yeah, you hear Azza kind of off in the distance, muffled, kind of talking to you, trying to calm you, take you down out of it. You can repeat that saving throw if you'd like, or you can just submit yourself to the
Maybe with
the illusion.
advantage as I give him good ideas, good thoughts.
You
good
know, I'll
thoughts.
make the DC easier. Not that easy though.
About to lose Kane.
Okay, another 9 psychic damage, and yeah,
I'm unconscious.
you pass out and you feel yourself being pulled down into the earth, and everything goes dark and cold, and you feel the pressure of the earth kind of weighing down upon you, and you
Oh,
feel
son
like
of a
you're
bitch.
dying.
I'll go over and fucking cast Cure Wounds on Kane.
You can do that before I break open my healer's kit. Not really sure how you healer's kit psychic damage anyways.
Yeah. Yeah, 10.
Just
That's
put a-
pretty solid. So yeah, Kane even. Kane, you kind of snap awake and you see the dirt around you for a moment, but then a powerful Taint wakes up. You see a powerful light just blast through the dirt, and you see Salam kind of standing or crouched over you, and you see the glowing of his kind of healing energies washing over you. And you have been saved from a horrible death, as far as you know. Salam, your savior.
Thank you, Salam. It felt like I was being buried again. Did y'all not see those shadows?
It's just in your head. I promise you.
Well,
There's-
just in my head nearly killed me.
That's spellcraft for you.
We
Okay.
need to end this damn curse. And soon.
Can you try to talk to the little girl? Your affliction frightened her, and I'd rather not do what comes to mind to calm her down.
Yeah, so she sees Kane kind of like settle and come back, maybe a little bit pale and groggy from the damage, but yeah, she kind of calms down, and Crinkle's kind of patting her on the back, consoling her with kind of like weird random sounds of like stuff that probably Galeby likes. Perhaps the sound of crayon on paper, or the singing of a bird, or the sounds of a sunrise, something like that.
Kane is gonna show her the book and ask her if she's ever had a dream of the final part.
Okay, let's see. Let me double check what her drawings were. I don't believe so, but I want to be certain. Her
Hands
was
on the foot of a
F9.
child.
she kind of looks over the book and she kind of looks confused for a second, and then she goes like white as a sheet, and she stammers out, they look like my pictures and drawings, but I don't know that last one. I think I saw this book before when Daddy was working on it, and uh, maybe that's when the dream started, but I don't know that last one with the stone. And I've never seen them shadows. Well, are the shadows gonna come?
No, darling. The shadows, we already took care of them. That is why Salam is over there bleeding a little bit. It's also why there's blood on the floor.
Oh, okay.
Now, the others went to go check and make sure everything else is safe, just in case if we missed one. But we need your help to try to figure this out.
Okay, I can try.
And he's gonna try to walk her back over to see if we can keep grinding these bones up.
Okay.
Kane,
Yes,
I think it
Salam.
might be time for you to answer where you found the book. Just so that, I'm trying to figure this out, but I don't have all the information.
Maybe this time.
Well, I found it in Crinkle's room.
All ties turn to Crinkle.
Crinkle had it?
It seemed as if he's attracted to shiny objects.
Crinkle, why did you have that book?
Crinkle looks incredibly uncomfortable and shifty and says, look nice? Look nice? Yeah. I like nice things, I do.
Insight check.
Sure.
Are you sure? That's the right question. That's when you know you're on the right path.
Yeah, you've probably maybe come across Kenku before and know that they have like a bit of a kind of habit of taking things they like without asking, so it kind of makes sense that if it's something he liked, he might have, just nicked it.
Gosh darn it, all the heck. I feel no closer to solving this mystery.
Okay. At this point, you hear the stomping of feet coming up the steps to your left, and as you look over, you see Catulla kind of appear at the top of the steps, biting her lip to keep herself from singing, and kind of like staggering up the stairs, and you kind of see that she's got a staff clutch in her hands. She looks incredibly irritated, her ears are flattened down, and she looks like she is moving with purpose, and she kind of approaches you and like blurts out, "Where is she?"
He who?
"Varnia,
Why?
I want out."
That's not happening.
"Lots of
As long as you
things don't happen until I make them. Where is she?" And
Pull your jets.
she's just looking around, searching.
Oh, and if Anya's did what I request, you can probably hear him from the hole upstairs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Cthulhu is looking around, kind of trying to sense where Varnia might be visually, and she's kind of cocking her head to listen as well. She cries out, "Where are you?"
You need to relax, Cthulhu.
"Don't tell me to relax! and she kind of turns and kind of sprints off up here. And you see her kind of sprint into the room, kind of look around. You hear clattering and banging as she's kind of like searching through these books here. And then she sprints
making a
out.
nuisance of yourself.
Yeah, she just ignores you. Either tell me where she is or get out of my way. And then she comes to the stairs here. Gonna hazard a guess that you're not gonna let her past.
No.
Yeah, so out of my way.
It's not happening, Couture.
I'll ask one last time. Move.
I don't like where this is going, so I'm gonna try to club her on the head and knock her unconscious.
Okay, so roll to hit.
Like, I'm not trying to do, like, fatal damage. I'm just trying
Yeah,
to knock her out.
non-fatal damage. Okay. Okay,
Give him a
19,
bonk
that's
on the head.
that's gonna hit. 11 bludgeoning. So you kind of just suddenly whip your flail out and kind of just crack her across the head. And she kind of staggers back and then kind of looks at you menacingly. And we will enter combat.
I was a little slow on this one. I was considering just charming person, but you know, I'm a fighter. I like the bludgeon.
Okay, so yeah, she will go first.
God, she's fast. And, oh my god, I'm still at the bottom.
Let's see.
Ooh, even when I roll 10.
Okay.
You do have the lowest dex.
I mean, at some point, somebody's got to roll lower than me. It's just statistics.
It's alright. Low initiative roll, high attack rolls.
Yeah, that's how that works. That's always how that works.
Okay, so she kind of looks up at you, anger in her eyes, and she says, "You shouldn't have done that." And she kind of clenches her fist and kind of just suddenly just thrusts it out forwards towards you, and there is a deafening boom as she casts Thunder Wave.
Oh, well, at least it wasn't Cone of Cold.
Okay. Oop. Is that working?
She's level 20 like Chadwick.
Bang.
Chadwick,
Okay, so
where are
Constitution
you?
saving
We need you
throw
most.
from Salam. Let's see, so 12. Let me check the DC.
It's 12.
Yeah.
It says right there.
Alright, yeah, sometimes it's not the same as the description, but yeah, that's DC 12, I believe. Yeah, so yeah, you pass it just about, so you'll take half the damage, so 2d8. Okay, 11. Oh no, that's the full. Half that, so rounding down, 5 damage as this crackling energy just explodes in front of you. You kind of dig into where you are, and you aren't pushed backwards, but you still take a buffeting, and your ears are ringing from the boom of this attack. Okay, then we will go over to Rolo, who will kind of run forwards here. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So he can't see around the corner. Yeah, he'll kind of use sprint and round the corner there, and then we'll go over to Kane.
Alright, Kane's gonna hear what's going on. He's gonna move around, try to get some sight. Um, how does she look?
She looks maddening, pissed. She's got like a bonk on the head and she's bleeding from that. But yeah, she looks quite manic.
Can I do a non-lethal magic missile?
I don't think so. I think we spoke
I
about this
can-
last time, didn't we? You can't do magic non-lethally, right?
I don't think
That's what the
so.
rulebook does say.
Yeah. I mean, you can sling a spell at her. Looking at her, she's got damage from the crack to the head, and she's got like some blood on her lip from where she's been biting down on it. Other than that, she looks to be in good manic, mad shape.
Alright, then yeah, I'm gonna cast a level 1 magic missile at her.
Yeah, so you confident in your ability to not wipe her out. Yeah, you cast magic missile. So we've got 5, 7, 9 damage. Okay, so you send 3 bolts of magical energy careening over to her, and they impact on her back, exploding and kind of making her stagger forwards, and she kind of looks around and glowers at you menacingly. She's still standing. And we go
Alright, that's
over
my
to
turn.
Salam then.
Alright, I'm just gonna try to knock her out again.
Yeah? Okay, 16, that hits for 7 bludgeoning, yeah. You give her another hit to the head, she staggers, another lump forming on her head, starting to sway slightly, but still conscious.
And I'm just gonna say, don't try to kill her. Just knock her out. And we can tie
Right.
her up.
Yeah, she's kind of looking around, maddened now. Okay, over to Azza.
You know, it seems counterintuitive, to summon a great sword to knock someone out. Because there's always slashing damage. But
You can just
you
smack her
aim
with
for
the flat of the
non-vitals.
blade.
Yeah, just smack her with the flat of the blade, so yeah, you can do it non-lethally. Or you could like
It's
keep
still
it in this
slashing damage, but if I
keep
have
it in
your
the
permission, all I'm
scabbard and
saying.
just like smack her with that. Yeah. So yeah, it will say
hit her with the
slashing.
pommel.
Yeah, still say slashing, but it's gonna be bludgeoning, but she doesn't have resistance to either, so yeah, just non-lethal. 18 hits for 10 non-lethal slashing damage. Alright, yeah, you kind of crack her in the back of the head with the pommel or the flat of the blade, and she kind of staggers forwards, and now there's like a heavy kind of welt forming on the back of her head. Perhaps you added a lump on top of her other 2 lumps, and she goes cross-eyed for a bit, and she is not looking good in terms
How many
of staying
blows can she
conscious.
take?
Fuck.
She's a hardy gal. Okay,
Apparently.
let's go to Cthulhu now.
Now I really wish I had 2 attacks.
Okay. Let's see. She will cast. No, she won't cast that. Is that a range?
Power word kill.
Power word kill. That would be nice. Let's see.
Yeah, nice.
I don't know why that would be nice, but okay. That would be kind of fucked up.
Let me see.
It's okay, we could just dodge it.
Dodge it.
Yeah, you can dodge death, probably.
You just use a mirror, right? And they cast it on themselves. That's how magic works.
This is concentration. Is Shillelagh concentration? I can't see.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it doesn't
It's always
say anywhere.
instantaneous.
Yeah. Alright, she'll use her bonus to cast Shillelagh. And then she will attack Azza with her staff.
Bring it.
Come on, crit. Close. 23. That hits.
I don't know how you hit me, but you hit me. It's a magical attack, so I can't reduce it.
Oh, suck it. 3 damage.
Aha!
Yeah, she like conjures like the kind of the kind of vines and leaves, and at the end there's a little bit of nettle, and she kind of swipes at you with it, and the staff doesn't hit, so it doesn't hurt too much, but yeah, you kind of get brushed with that little bit of nettle at the end, and you take 3 damage. Yeah, suck it.
Yeah, it lasts for 1 minute and is not concentration.
Wicked. Alright, Rolo. Rolo, can you do a crossbow non-lethally? I'm pretty sure you can. Yeah, just like shoot them in the knee or something.
I guess.
Yeah.
It's up
All right.
to you.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it only says it for magic, so yeah. Rolo will level his crossbow and kind of shoot her in the knee, or in the back of the knee, since the way she's facing. Yeah, that's gonna hit for 7 piercing. And he'll reload and attack. Ooh, okay. I wasn't going to go for that one, so let's delete that. I meant the normal attack. 16, I believe that hits. So let's see the damage. 5. Okay, so yeah, he sends 2 bolts into each knee, and Cthulhu staggers to the floor and looks to be on her last bit of HP to remain conscious.
She has more health than me.
Yeah, she has way more health than we do.
Holy shit.
She must be like an archdruid.
An archdruid.
I think I'm gonna skip my turn because I would probably kill her if I hit her with a spell.
Just run up and smack her with your hand.
Man, my strength is 8. I would literally heal her with a hit.
Alright, we'll go to Salam then.
Give her that ASMR touch.
Alright, I'll just try to knock her out.
Yeah, with your flail. Yeah, that's gonna hit. Alright, 12. Alright, so yeah, with this final hit, you crack her across the side of the head. Maybe you break her jaw a little bit, but yeah, she kind of like stumbles and staggers and then collapses onto the floor unconscious. Bang. And we'll end the combat there.
Well, that was a waste of time. I'll go get rope.
I don't see that we had any choice.
Neither did I. That doesn't change. It was a waste of time. I'm gonna go get rope.
I have rope in my pack here.
You just carry that with you everywhere?
Yeah, adventure
Yeah,
kit,
you
right?
don't?
No.
What kit do you have as a?
A Dungeoneer's kit, but
Does that
You
not
know,
have
Monster
rope?
Hunter are you?
one that goes in dungeons?
I guess that makes sense.
And dungeons never have things that you need to climb or tie up?
I
No,
guess.
I just don't have my pack on me. It's in the room.
Ah, okay.
Because this is a basement. I don't have a basement tiers.
Alright, so yeah, Salam, you take out your length of rope and bind Cthulhu up. Do you prop her against the bookcase, or are you going to drag her off somewhere else?
I'm just gonna go set her in one of the chairs and then like tie her to the chair so that she can't move.
Yeah, sure. Plant her in a chair there.
Can I? Oh, she's not like bleeding out because we did non-lethal, huh?
Yeah, she's got some nasty bruises and bumps, maybe a bit of a busted jaw.
I'll
Nothing
narratively
she'll
close,
bleed out on.
Narratively, I'll close up that leg wound anyways.
Oh yeah, she got
The one from Rolo.
bolted in the knee. Yeah, you can remove the bolts and kind of bind them up a bit.
She should be out for at least an hour.
Yeah.
Or
Get
not. She took a lot more than I thought she could take.
Yeah. Galeby is kind of pressed up against the bookshelf here, and Crinkle's kind of like stood in front of her.
And the child is more scared.
Yeah, the child's not having a great time. Yeah, Rollo can go back to guarding the door.
It's very important that you try to remember anything about the final part of the story.
She's kind of just looking wide-eyed at everything, just shaking her head.
Think we can get her to bed? Think she'll have a dream about it?
I doubt she'll be able to fall asleep right now.
I don't have the sleep spell.
I do.
It's called a flail +1.
That'll do it. Unless she has like a ridiculous amount of HP. She got more HP than all of you put together.
Here at Wizards of the Coast, we don't believe in child murder, which is why this child is level 20.
Yeah. Alright, so yeah, she's abandoned the mortar and pestle and she's kind of like cowering behind Crinkle. Cthulhu is kind of bound in a chair, kind of like head like in a very uncomfortable position, but you know, tied and unconscious. Yeah, maybe the perceptive of you might look up and kind of see Varnia kind of tentatively peeking over the edge, kind of seeing what's going on. And if you kind of look up and make eye contact, she kind of like startles and gasps and then kind of disappears.
I can't think of anything else to do to get rid of this curse.
I have literally no idea.
So if you remember the book, it was broken in some way.
And that's what I was thinking. Maybe there's tinker tools in the workshop. There aren't.
There's probably something you could use to improvise Tinker's tools.
So the only thing worse than someone who's not a tinkerer tinkering is someone who's not a tinkerer tinkering with their own tinkering tools.
Wasn't Rollo a gnome? Don't they do tinkering?
I mean, as a stereotype.
And as a love stereotype, so.
Let me have a look. Let's see. I mean, he's got lockpicks. That could do something to tinker with it. Let's see features. It doesn't look like he has tinkering.
No one who's alive has the mending spell.
I have mending.
You have mending?
Yeah.
Let's see if it says anything about mending.
That's the fixing things spell. I haven't been trying to fix the book.
I just kind of assumed that the book was magic and that it wouldn't work.
It's just I mean, that's a fair point. Although I only thought it was mechanical.
You guys can do an intelligence check on the book to see if you could get any kind of hints as to what might needs to be done.
Smell its false pages. An oil change?
I am rolling so bad today.
Salam, you wanna do an intelligence on that?
intelligence isn't my thing.
Or just like an intelligence check.
Yeah, that's not my thing.
Well, you can give it a go.
I mean, I just don't feel like Salam would know.
Oh, okay. Rollo will chime in though. Rollo has a little look at it and he kind of tinkers around with it, I guess, for a bit. Let's see.
The unfortunately stereotypes are right.
Let's see. So he kind of like looks around with it for a bit and kind of opens up the kind of brass cylinder part that seems to house the music box. You kind of see inside that it's kind of dotted with tiny pegs that would kind of plink on the strings or whatever that would produce the melody as it turns. You can see that the cylinder is kind of askew, which is preventing it from completing its tune properly. So you need to kind of carefully kind of fix that in some way. So if you want to try fixing it, it would be a dexterity check.
I mean, I might as well try mending on it. I doubt that the break is larger than a foot in any dimension.
Yeah, you can take it in turns. Rollo will have a go at it since he's already kind of got it in his hands, so he'll do a dexterity check for that.
Oh, can we use the dark gift to give him advantage?
Dark gift. Is that the?
Going to just the patron feature.
Patron, yeah.
Or is that only for attacks and saving throws?
I can't
Billy
recall.
checks.
Yeah. Well, this will be a nice example. Anyway, so he kind of starts tinkering with it, and he kind of tinkers with it, and he kind of feels it. Kind of looks like he's kind of got it, but then he kind of slips, and it kind of goes back to being askewed. And then he kind of just kind of drops the book and kind of keels over, kind of clutching his head and kind of crying out in pain. He'll make a...
Oh no! It's attacking us again. The book.
Oh, wow. So he will kind of keel over, clutching his head, crying out in pain, and he will take... 18
Nice.
psychic damage. Yeah, he kind of blood just starts pouring out of his nose there, and he kind of just drops the book and kind of just stumbles backwards and kind of like stumbles around for a little bit, and yeah, he doesn't look too good after that.
This has been the hardest adventure. I'll try to grapple him so he doesn't like hurt himself.
What, Rollo?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, I mean you can just grab him. He's kind of just stumbling slightly. He doesn't seem to be lashing out or hallucinating anything. So yeah, you kind of help steady him, and he kind of just kind of nods at you. And probably says something about the next loan is interest free.
Alright.
But
Yeah,
that's
second one
probably a
anyways.
lie.
Well, his first loan was interest free, I think.
Was it?
You know, he seems. I don't know. He didn't take the full amount.
I don't really remember.
It was probably one of those the first hit's free sort of things, but
Mm.
so far seems like a generous loan shark.
Mm.
Like
But
more
yeah.
like a lone dolphin.
You can see there's quite a bit of blood coming out of his nose, and his eyes are quite bloodshot now. Yeah, he says yeah, he's not too keen on trying to fix that damn thing again.
All right, sit down. You're barely on your feet. Catch your breath.
He kind of sits on down on the floor and starts chewing on his cigar, saying something, I don't know, grumpy and complainy.
Conspiratorial.
Mm.
Should one of us give it a go?
Yeah, let me try mending.
Okay, does it let you do mending? Let me have a look. Can you give me the blurb of the spell mending, please?
Blurb. Hold that
Let's see.
word.
I mean, it says it can physically repair a construct, which I'm guessing this book is pretty close to being like isn't it like a clockwork book?
Mm. Okay. Maybe you can use your kind of spell casting modifier or spell attack thing to roll to try and fix this, because it doesn't say anything about being able to use mending to fix it, but maybe we
But
can
it
give.
does it specifically say it doesn't?
Yeah, I mean it does, and it doesn't say that you can't use it. It doesn't say that you can use it, so we
Well,
can kind of
normally it only
improvise
specifies
something.
if you can't use stuff,
Oh,
not if
really?
you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, typically in stuff, it'll only say, like, you can't use this to fix it, or, like, you know, like, normally, because otherwise it'd be listing a million options of what you could use to fix it. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Okay.
I mean, if you want me to roll, I will, but
Yeah.
that's just kind of, I don't know.
Let's see. What could I do for this? Okay, so let's say you fix it somewhat, which is going along the lines of what it works, but as you kind of connect your magics with this, you kind of connect with the book to an extent. So I'll have you make a saving throw. Where are we? Can you make a intelligence saving throw, but it'll be a bit easier than that one before. Let's see, what was that originally? Okay, so yeah, you do it, and the magic, you kind of feel some whispering start to kind of encroach in your mind, and you do mend it to an extent, but just as the whisperings start to kind of reach a kind of crescendo, you kind of pull on out and narrowly avoid some damage perhaps. But you see that the book has been repaired to an extent, but it is still not there.
I'll just cast Mending again.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Sure, make the saving throw again. Oof. Okay, so this time, yeah, you kind of put it a little bit more into place, but this time the whisperings kind of just come on stronger than before, and you feel your mind attacked by some unseen force, and you take
Did it fix it all the way?
nearly.
Oh my god.
You take 13 psychic damage, so you kind of drop
How
the
big
book.
is this book?
It's pretty big.
Like 3 feet by 3 feet or something? Like, how big is it?
Yeah, just following what it says regarding fixing it.
Big old book.
It looks like it's just about there. One more, or to kind of get it in there.
Right.
Isaac believes in you. This is working. He says so. You're doing
Maybe-
this. It's working.
I'm gonna heal myself. Fuck.
I'll give you healing hands so you get 4 more hit points.
Okay, cool.
It's working. This is almost over. We're almost out of here.
Alright, I'll do Mending one more time.
Okay, so yeah, one more
No.
intelligence saving throw, please.
With advantage, because I'm trying to help you.
Sure, yeah, you're fine with that. So yeah, you are kind of braced for the onslaught of whispers. However, this time, yeah, they don't break all the way through, and you are able to channel your magic sufficiently to finally repair the book. You see the kind of cracks reform, and the cylinder kind of lock back into place, and it looks to be good.
Hooray! Do we stop singing?
Not quite.
Is it warming up?
Right?
Okay, so the tune kind of kicks up again, and this time, as you reach the end of the final line, you get a new line. And I'll paste that into chat for you, the full rhyme. So the final rhyme that you now sing: see a daughter grinding grain, wish the spirit's time was through. Trap set for the shadow bane, her millstone killed, it's true. Okay, and as you do that, let's see. So the air around you feels thick and heavy, and it presses in on you from all sides, prickling your nerves. Your muscles twitch as though something is yanking at them with invisible strings. Let's see. Okay, let me number each of you. So 1,
Oh
2,
no.
3, 4, 5.
I'm not a number. I'm a person.
So
Oh, the girl.
let's see.
Take me instead.
We got Kane, Rolo, and Salam. Okay. Can you guys make a charisma saving throw, please? So Kane, Rolo, and Salam.
Be banished to the Shadow Realm. Oh, he's so charismatic.
Mm. Okay, so yeah, you guys kind of feel this presence kind of wash over you that is urging you to strike out at those around you. And just as it is about to kind of win you over, you kind of brace yourself and shake it off. You look around and you see your comrades maybe looking in confusion and shock as you kind of had this dark look creep over you. You kind of see Crinkle and Galeby kind of running away downstairs. Let me just check a few things.
Clear the room for the boss encounter. Except the other Tabaxi.
Yeah, she's still very much unconscious. Okay. So yeah, you guys thankfully managed to shake it off, and everything seems to be fine. You continue to sing the full song. The cold is still very much there, but the presence seems much more heavier, and as if something seems to be reaching the height of its manifestation. What do you do?
I'm gonna prepare a firebolt just in case if one of those shade creatures pop up.
Mm-hmm.
going to space myself out from the others and prepare to strike at any monsters that come close to me.
Mm-hmm.
Broad term.
Okay. Let's see.
Yeah, I guess I'll hold Sacred Flame if any shadows or anything that I think might be Shimshine shows up.
Okay. So yeah, you kind of prepare yourselves, and I don't. Where is the book, by the way? Is it on the table? Oh, you just placed it on the table then. Okay. So you kind of look around waiting for something to happen, and on the table you see the book begin to tremble, and its mechanical inner workings squeal to a halt for a moment before it whirs back to life. You hear clicks and shadows burst forth from the book like steam from kettle, collecting along the ceiling until all these wisps of darkness outline a vague humanoid figure. Meanwhile, the scenes inside the book transform, creating an entirely new picture that includes tiny little cutout figures of yourselves.
That's cute.
Okay, let's get something here.
This is when the camera would pan into the book and we'd be having this fight as our 2D cutouts.
Yeah, that would be pretty good. Okay, so let's see here.
Oh, that's a lot less cute.
So you see this kind of manifest before you. Where'd it go? There it is. Yeah, you see that menacing looking figure. And we will enter combat.
Do we get to release our held actions?
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, you can do that. So yeah, what there was a firebolt and guiding bolt and stuff, right? My bad.
Just Sacred Flame.
Okay, so firebolt 24. Yeah, that hits 4 damage. And Sacred Flame, that's a dexterity saving throw, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's a fat fail. 8 radiant damage.
Oh, motherfucker.
Am I going first?
Where's the turn order?
What a wonderful day.
No, we still got 2 rolls. We got 1 for Rolo. Okay. And then for the Shadow Monster. Oh, looks like you are going first. Alright, yeah, so the combat begins, and Azza, you are up first.
Azza wins. Alright. I take a running start, leaping onto a chair leg and then on top of the table, interjecting myself between this monster and the unconscious Tabaxi. You'll deal with me, Shimmy Shine, as a
Just
flick of the
move
wrist.
him out the way.
A
Yeah?
flick of wrist. The steel sword is replaced with a silver one. Now die.
Okay, yeah, you swing with your silvered sword. 11. Let me check. So you swing with your silvered sword, however the shadows warp and fade out of existence and you miss your attack and it reforms. So yeah, you missed unfortunately.
What part of die didn't you understand?
I cannot be killed, little man.
Let's see about that.
Is that everything?
This looks like a boss, so action surge.
Action surge. Okay.
Screaming.
You action surge and you miss again, unfortunately.
I end my turn with dignity.
With dignity. Okay, it rises to its full height and towers over you, Azza, and it will reach out and touch Faith. 18. Does that hit? It does.
It does.
Let's see what damage you take. 20 psychic damage. So it reaches out and you see its shadowy hands kind of just reach out into your very skull, and you feel its fingers kind of rake over your brain, and you just are blasted by visions of your past that drive you temporarily mad. And then the creature just rips its hands out of your mind, and you take the damage.
There's a blood curdling scream from me.
From you. All right, over to Kane.
Oh man. I'm gonna cast Maximilian's Earthen Grasp on it.
Okay. Can you post that in for me so I can check things? Let's see.
Oh, hold on. I don't know why the info didn't go through.
So it needs to make a strength saving throw. Okay.
And the DC's 15.
Okay, it fails. So strength on a failed save.
It takes 9.
2d6. So 9 damage. Yeah. What kind of damage?
Bludgeoning damage.
Bludgeoning. Okay.
And I don't know if it could be restrained, but if it can, it is.
Okay, so yeah, you bludgeon that thing pretty good. The kind of stone fist kind of batters it, but you see it kind of just push a lot of the smoke around. It does seem to take damage, but maybe not as much as you would have hoped.
Well, it's magical bludgeoning.
Oh, is it?
It's a magical spell.
Okay, that works.
It's my magical fisticuffs.
And yeah, okay.
And Kane's gonna back up a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna use my last 2 sorcery points to quicken spell, and I'm gonna hit this thing with a firebolt.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That hits. 10 fire damage.
And that's my turn.
Oh, hang on. It's got no, it's alright. Over to Rollo. Okay, Rollo will kind of step on around here, and he will. Let's see, what's he got? Giant's Might. He'll grow in size. And then attack with his crossbow. Okay, so both of those hit. So got 7. Oh, why didn't it let me do that? I'll just put another one in. 7 plus 6, so 13, and then the giant gives him, what was it? Giant's might.
It's an extra d6 to one of these.
D6. Yeah, there we go. Cool. So that's okay. So 14, 15, 16. Okay, so halved since it's piercing, non-magical. Okay, very good. Over to Salam then.
Alright. I guess I'll hop up there. I'm gonna cast Spiritual Weapon and put it right there.
Okay, 13 hits.
Oh shit, okay, cool.
Miss with
So
11.
9 forcing. Okay, 9 force damage.
Then I will attack it. Let's see if I can get it to fucking roll the damage here.
– 20 hits.
Oh, oops.
Okay, 5
One.
bludgeoning. Okay, yeah, so you kind of smash it with your flail, and its visage seems to be fading very quickly, but it looks confident still. Over to Azza.
Take a step back, pop a healing potion with a bonus action before winding back up for a quick swing.
Mm-hmm. So 7 healing.
That probably won't actually keep me alive. But I'm very, very close to going down. So, with advantage, damn it, I didn't press the advantage button. Another d20. Keep whatever damage is. Oh, come on.
Okay, 11 misses,
It's a
unfortunately.
12.
Oh, is it a 12? 12 still misses. So that's a miss.
Yeah.
Okay.
God, I love this game.
Okay, let's see. Okay, it will kind of point towards Azza and Rolo. And the two of you kind of hear its voice kind of echoing around inside your heads, willing you to strike out at your comrades. Can you make a wisdom saving throw, please?
It doesn't matter if I failed, I would have missed my friends anyways.
Okay, so you pass.
You know that's not how it works. If you were attacking us, you would have hit for sure.
No, I probably would have missed even the unconscious Tabaxi.
Okay, yeah, so you fight back against this voice and succeed, and thankfully nothing happens. Over to Kane.
Kane's gonna use his action to squish it with the hand, so he needs to make another strength saving throw.
Mm-hmm. Strength saving throw, okay. Alright, strength saving throw. Oh, it's fine.
All right, so he takes half damage of 2d6.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't it roll the damage this time?
Yeah, just roll it.
So he takes 5.
5. Okay, let's see. Okay, so you kind of crush this shadowy creature with your hands, and the shadowy mess starts to disperse, and you hear its voice kind of echo around and say, "You'll have to do better than that. I'll be back." And its shadows kind of disperse and then just get sucked back into the book.
Does the music stop?
The music does not stop.
We don't have a fucking mill.
Okay. Where are we?
Get back out here, you son of a bitch. I'm not through with you yet. I haven't even hit you yet.
Okay, as the kind of quietness of the combat comes to an end, you hear a kind of cry out from downstairs, echoing up through the steps.
Rolo, watch the book.
Yeah, I'm heading downstairs.
Oh wait, I can't get off this now. I'm just leaving marks all over the place.
I dash.
Okay. Let's see. So you kind of see Galeby stood in the doorway of the room at the end of the corridor, and you see that she is holding kind of like a kind of chunk of stone, and it's kind of dripping with blood.
Jesus.
I know what this means.
She killed fucking Crinkle.
Oh, well, no big tragedy there. 20, what? Just 24 points of damage. Girl, we need to get you into like a... You need to get you some
So she's kind of white, just trembling, holding this chunk of rock, and you kind of go in, and you see Crinkle on the floor, just like a massive gash in his head, kind of bleeding quite a bit.
I'll put my fingers to his neck. Is there still a pulse?
You probably don't need to do a medicine check to check for a pulse, I think. So yeah, you kind of, maybe you're not familiar with to Kenku, but yeah, you know, you kind of stick your finger around in the feathers, and eventually you do find a faint pulse.
All right, I got this. You take care of the girl. I'll start opening up my medicine pouch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's kind of just like shaking, clutching this rock, just kind of muttering under her breath. Did all of you come downstairs? Is Rolo looking after the book or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Rolo's looking after the book.
Okay.
He's still big. And he would have a hard time moving down here.
Very true.
Yep, so... spending a charge of my healer's kit to stabilize without medicine check.
Okay. Yeah. You can... I mean, he seems to be just knocked unconscious, but yeah, you can stabilize him and kind of stop the kind of open gash bleeding profusely. But yeah. So you kind of stabilize him, and he stirs for a moment, but kind of is remaining unconscious for the time being.
Stay asleep. Wait, no, stay awake. You have a concussion.
Okay. I mean, do you try and get him awake then? Yeah.
Well, yeah, if that's allowed. I don't want to
Um.
like.
Yeah, you can try and get him awake again. Maybe in your medicine kit you have some smelling salts or something, and you kind of get him. It takes a bit of doing, but you kind of get him to regain consciousness.
Just lucid enough that he's technically conscious,
Mm-hmm.
but beat up enough he's still technically unconscious.
Yeah, I
I
don't
want
think
to
we
know
can
how
do
like a
that.
6-year-old girl knocks somebody out unconscious faster than the 4 of us combined.
Hey,
Mm,
this isn't a level 20 druid.
yeah.
It's probably a level 4 cook.
I mean, you can talk to Gelby if you'd like to find out, or talk to Crinkle.
Yeah, maybe it's a very big rock, very dense.
All right, so are we talking to Gelby or are we gonna talk to Crinkle?
Gelby, I think.
Yeah.
Honestly, unless Acheron is saying it's okay, the Helix kit technically only brings them into stability, not consciousness.
Oh, that's when
So
they're kind of knocked down, though, not when they're just unconscious, or I'm not sure.
no. Well, if he was,
Basically, they're still unconscious, but they're not
Yeah.
actively bleeding out, so they don't have to make death saving throws.
Oh, okay.
yes,
Yeah.
thank you.
All right. So Crinkle can still be unconscious. Then let's make him unconscious. But yeah, he's fine. He's stable.
The bird is sleeping.
Yes.
I wish I could sleep.
So yeah, Gelby is still kind of frozen in the doorway, clutching this bloody rock.
All right.
Gelby,
She kind of just looks
Gelby,
at you
darling,
blankly.
what happened down here?
I, I don't know. Crinkle started acting weird, and he was scaring me. And he started jumping around and crying out, and then he started throwing he started saying nonsense and brandished his staff, his sword at me, and I panicked, and I saw everyone's going a bit loopy, so I just grabbed this and hit him on the head without thinking. Am I under the magic? Is it what's going on? Is he okay? I didn't hit him too hard, just enough to make him stop.
It'll lift
Can I
Gilby.
can I insight check her?
Sure.
I was thinking the exact same
I
thing.
feel like she's lying.
I trust this girl. I will turn my back to her and leave myself completely exposed for 24 points of damage.
Let's see. She looks to be telling the truth as far as she knows. It might have just been a panicked blur to her, but yeah. She seems to be shook and not kind of with it enough to maybe kind of formulate some crazy story or plot that would kind of be lying to you.
I'm gonna let Azza and Kane talk to her and deal with that, and I'm gonna go into the kitchen
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna look around for anything that resembles like a miniature mill or something like that.
Okay.
Right. Gilby,
Yeah.
you stay calm.
Okay. I'll be calmer if Daddy was here.
Ooh.
Where is he?
How good is my deception? Oh yeah, I have a -1 no proficiency.
He's with the other adults, darling.
Straight down the street shooter.
Okay, but I want to see him.
I think it's best if we keep an eye on you,
I want my
just to make
daddy.
sure. I know, darling, but listen, We can't be walking about because what happens if that creature gets a hold of one of us again?
What creature?
The one that made Crinkle act abruptly.
I didn't see no creature.
To be honest with you,
Exactly.
kid, there is a creature upstairs. We have
Oh,
it subdued for now,
isn't
but
that
it's
where
not.
Daddy is?
No, that your father is not on the same floor.
Okay.
It sounds like shit. That's a lie. Although maybe in a metaphysical sense it isn't. I'm very racked with guilt over that response.
Mm-hmm. Are you like visibly kind of crooning and cringing?
Oh yeah, probably. My deception's terrible. I cannot. I don't have a poker face.
Okay, let's see. Let's have a roll
If
perception.
Can I roll a perception to see if I notice Asa acting weird?
To be fair, it's just like a metaphysical debate of like, oh my god, is he upstairs or is he not upstairs?
I mean, Gelby
Because
doesn't seem
if
to notice your kind of like, kind of state.
Yeah,
if Kane sees Asa's uncomfortable, he'll definitely make sure Gilby's attention is on him.
makes sense.
Yeah, her attention is on you, Kane.
Yeah, listen, darling.
Okay, I can listen. I'm good at that. She's still
I know
clutching
you
this
are.
like bloody rock, by the way.
While Kane's talking to her, he's gonna like try to slowly grab it out of her hand, just like,
Yeah, she kind of just lets you do that.
it's okay now. Let's let this go. The danger is gone. We
Okay.
have it trapped upstairs.
Uh,
But
so while this is going, Salam, you don't really find any kind of mill or anything like that. Just like kind of ingredients, pots, pans, cooking supplies. Nothing like a mill.
I'm gonna start walking around, tapping on the ground to see if it's hollow or if there's stone directly beneath these floorboards.
Okay.
It wouldn't have been funny when Rolo was digging, he just found like a millstone.
Yeah. Maybe a millstone or something equally heavy. I don't know. Yeah. So Kane, what were you gonna say then?
Kane's just gonna try to calm her down, and then he's gonna tell Asa to go into Crinkle's hidey hole and to pull everything else out, just in case if there's something we could use that's in there.
Is it obvious where his hidey hole is? I was in the room when you found it.
I could tell you where it was at.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So Kane kind of describes how you can open up the kind of little cubby hole. So yeah, you open it up and you pull everything else out of there. Let's see. Let me double check.
Because
So
Crinkle's unconscious, so he doesn't even know this is happening.
so yeah, you kind of go through in there and what you pull out. So you've already taken the book out. You find an amber ring, an ornate curved dagger, a set of 4 intricately shaped glass bottles with nothing in them, and 2 mysterious looking potions.
You can tell stuff like that from how my blood tastes?
Salam, you don't seem to be finding any hollow spaces anywhere.
Is it a mechanic in this edition to just taste a potion to get a hint of what it is?
No. If you're proficient in herbalism, you could do like a investigation to try and figure out what it is, though.
I'm not, but that's fine. In my 2E game, I'm the potion taster.
Oh, okay.
Can
Tastes
I
bit
do
like
a
rattlesnake venom.
Can I do an Arcana check on them to see if they will be
Yeah.
useful for us right now?
You could do an Arcana check to try and figure out what they are. Yeah, you have no idea. That ain't water, though.
I am all out of ideas for this one.
Nothing here screams cure. Unless we're gonna stab the book with the ornate dagger. Any of this could be magical, but I don't know that kind of thing.
I'm gonna go to this long hallway, and I'm gonna start searching like this section of the wall to this section of the wall to see if there's any like secret doors or anything.
Sure. You can roll investigation or perception, I guess. Okay. So yeah, you kind of carefully work your way along the wall, and yeah, you kind of, just as you finish kind of investigating and you don't find anything, you kind of hear a commotion coming from upstairs.
Oh.
So we shall
Y'all head
roll
upstairs.
initiative. Roll. We'll roll initiative.
Is he the only one who hears it?
No. So let's say you'll be able to get to the top. Roll perception for Kane and Azza. Unless Salam decides to kind of call down to get them to come. Kane, you're not sure if you heard something. Azza, you have no idea. Maybe you hear Salam start to run, but you don't hear any cries out from upstairs.
You're distracted that his room has this little corner piece here that is definitely taking from our room. It's like he's got one of the largest rooms already.
So
Well,
Salam, do
emptiest.
you just head upstairs, or do you?
Where's
Yeah.
this piece?
Did you say I made it to the top of the stairs?
Yeah, so you make it to the top of the stairs, and I'll tell you
Okay.
what you see. Okay, so this is where we'll roll initiative. So you see, again, the same shadow kind of looming over Rolo, and you see Rolo just beating Cthulhu senseless.
Oh, great.
And that is where we will roll initiative. So
We are in so much trouble when we get out of here. The keeper's like, everyone is dead.
Motherfucker.
This is a very bad. This is very.
Azza, do you want to roll?
Sorry, I thought I was
I mean,
completely out.
you'll be in combat, so I think Kane heard Salam maybe scarper upstairs. So you could, on your turns, kind of think, oh, shall we stay here, or shall we see where Salam ran off to?
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, Rolo, he will, with a maddening look in his eyes, he will just swing at Cthulhu with his rapier.
Jesus Christ.
Let's see. So
Isn't she unconscious?
yeah, she is unconscious.
So
So
it's a crit regardless.
And 0 hit points, technically.
you stable. She was stabilized, so maybe let's say she has 1 hit point or something. No.
No, she's at 0.
She's at 0. Okay. So
That's 2 death saving
So
throws.
2 death saving throws. I mean, yeah, it's NPC, but yeah. So 2 death saving throw fails there, so yeah. So yeah, you see Rolo kind of just start beating her kind of with this rapier, not in a kind of like proper way that you would expect someone to use it. It's just kind of just manic and mad. And yeah, it's not looking good for Cthulhu. So we go over to Azza.
How should I act? I rolled a 1 on the
Just
on the
have a
perception. Should I skip my
6-second
turn?
conversation with the people around you. Or you could just hold your action, that would be fine.
Yeah, I'm not doing anything.
Yeah. So
Except
let's
complaining
say...
about why he's got this corner of his room that's literally should have been our room.
Oh yeah, look at that. That's weird.
Should have.
That is weird. Yeah, I didn't notice that. So I'll say you and Kane can act together on one of your turns to do something. So
Yeah, if I do anything, it would be to follow Kane.
yeah, so on Kane's turn he can tell you something and then you can follow him. Okay, so we'll go over to Shemshine, who will continue the kind of like kind of whispers of violence towards Rolo. Let's see, what was it? A wisdom saving throw. It's kind of off. Yeah, wisdom save.
And rolls natural 20s for everything that's bad for us and shitty on everything that's good for us.
Let's see, so what was it? Okay. So Rolo will take 8 psychic damage, and it looks like he will continue his attack. Kane, your turn.
Kane's gonna start sprinting to follow Salam until Azza follow.
Yeah. So yeah,
That
Azza,
sounded, but-
you can follow him. Do you tell anything to Galeby?
Yeah, as I'm passing. Go to your room. Or your father's room.
Am I in
Get into
trouble?
bed. It's cold in here. Go to sleep. Have happy dreams.
Okay, she'll hurry into her room and kind of hide under the bed sheets. So yeah, you guys can sprint
Now that
and
we
make it as far as you can.
Yep, that's it. That's my turn.
Okay, Salam, your turn.
Fuck, I really don't want to have to use this yet. Damn it. Yeah, I'm going to, I'm gonna cast, I'm gonna do my channel divinity and say a prayer to Saloon and do Twilight Sanctuary.
Okay, what is that going to be doing?
On Rolo's turn, it's going to get rid of a charmed effect on him.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna make sure that I'm within 30 feet of him. Where exactly is 30? I mean, there's no... I can't see the grid on the...
Yeah, you're within 30 feet of him there.
Okay. Well, I will move behind that then.
Okay. And so on Rolo's turn, he kind of shakes his head and kind of looks around confused and kind of sees what he's doing and kind of curses under his breath and says, I swore I was onto something there for a moment. And he will so you'll still have his action, so he will attack with his crossbow. He'll use sharpshooter. That'll hit. 17, yeah. Okay. Resisted. We'll do it again. Oh, that will miss that time. And then we'll go over to Azza. Are you gonna just continue following Kane? Or, well, since you know he's moving up, you can just move ahead of him.
There's only one place he can be going in this direction. So I'll dash past him. What's my dash? How do you count squares in the system again? Oh, never mind. I know where the rule is.
Yeah, each one of 5 feet.
I guess.
So
I guess
60
I
feet
make it
is to
right
the
just up
stairs.
stairs.
Yeah. Well, I guess there'll be steps up, but yeah, that's fine. Let's say they're magic stairs.
Magic stairs. I'm in 2 places at once: the bottom of the stairs and the top of the stairs.
Okay, so yeah, you kind of head on up and you see the scene before you. Rolo now turns toward the familiar shadow monster, kind of engaged in combat with it. Cthulhu looking somehow worse off than before, and you see kind of Salam kind of behind the bookshelf, kind of just letting off this radiant energy around him. Okay. So
Right.
let's go to Shemshine. Okay, so Shemshine kind of just swells up and starts emitting this piercing, just inane, howling babble. And Rolo will make a wisdom saving throw. Ooh, that is not good. And he will take... ...16 psychic damage, which knocks him down unconscious. He is down. Ooh, no, that makes him invisible. Okay, so Rolo is down for the count. And we'll go over to Kane.
Kane's just gonna sprint.
Maybe 10 feet ahead of me, I guess. As were before.
Yep, that's my turn.
Okay, over to Salam.
Yeah, I'll move to there and then just attack this fucker.
Go for it. Hit for
Jesus, that
11.
dice is crazy.
Nice. 11 damage. Okay, yeah, you swing at Shemshine. The flail kind of impacts on the shadows, kind of dispersing it violently, and Shemshine kind of reels backwards, angered. Okay. Go. Is that everything? Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Rolo will make a death saving throw. 10. Is it 10 or does it need to be above 10? I think it's 10, so
No,
he's fine.
That's a success, yeah.
Oh yeah, it recorded it for me. Cool. Alright, yeah, so then we go over to Azza.
Oh. I'll make a full move and then I'll spend another charge on the healing kit to just keep Rolo alive. He is stabilized but unconscious.
Okay. Sure. I'm not just trying to write him out.
If you want him to die off instead of just retiring, I'll take my action back.
I mean, it's
That's
up to
why
you.
I didn't heal him, because I figured I'd just let him die.
Yeah, it's up to you.
I mean, my alternative is to run into melee range and potentially get myself killed.
I mean, there's no way Azza wouldn't stabilize him, I feel like.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
You know, like, I feel like Azza would definitely do that.
Okay, so yeah, Azza, you stabilize Rolo, and you kind of feel his heart rate settle and slow.
He'll be in the hospital for the next 6 months.
And then, if that's everything, we go over to Shemshine. Okay, Whispers. We'll use this one then. So Salam and Azza, can you make a Wisdom saving throw, please? Okay, Azza and then
Oh, you dick.
Salam. Okay, so you both fail and take
Motherfucker.
8 psychic damage, and you must use your reaction to attack Rolo. Yeah.
Oh, do I now?
Yes.
Because I'm unconscious.
Oh, okay. Damn it.
Rolo lives!
Salam can lay into him though.
I missed.
Yeah.
Even with advantage.
Okay, you miss. Yeah. Okay, Kane. It's your turn.
That's the best idea ever. Now, kill Rolo. Yeah, night night.
Alright, I'm gonna just I'm gonna level 2 magic missile the ghost.
I'm sure you don't want to attack Rolo instead.
I'm sure. I only got so many spell slots.
Alright,
I can't be wasting them.
You're saying Rolo's not worth a spell slot?
I was like,
Alright.
maybe a cantrip. Maybe a cantrip.
Alright, let's hit Shemshine. Okay, 5.
There's a good roll. Where's the unconscious?
2. 4.
It's the second one.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And then another 4. Alright, yeah, you pelt this creature with your magic missiles. Again, its visage is starting to fade from existence. However, it still seems oddly confident. Okay, Salam, your turn.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try to fucking send this thing back to the book since I know I'm not killing it.
12. That misses, unfortunately. Okay. Rolo is unconscious, so he doesn't make any throws, but he's stable. So we go over to Azza, where we'll need a death saving throw.
Death saving throw. This is what makes it all worth it. You know, live or die. What are the stakes?
Oh, that's
Oh,
a fancy
yeah.
dice. Oh, that's a fail.
Oh,
Missed
yeah.
it by 1, so
Gurgling
that's
on my own blood.
yeah, gurgling with your own blood. Okay, on to Shemshine. Okay. Salam and Kane, can you make wisdom saving throws, please? Ooh, Kane. It's a fail. It's a pass. So Kane, you take. Where are we? Plus 3. You take 6 psychic damage, and you are compelled to use your attack to attack Rolo.
He's prone, right?
Yeah.
Do you have a ranged weapon?
I could attack him with a cantrip.
Yeah. You can use cantrip.
Range cantrips also become disadvantage against
Does
prone,
it-
yes?
Does it specify like a melee attack, or does it just say attack?
Let's see.
'Cause normally those things that make you attack somebody through reaction are like melee attacks of somebody within 5 feet of you.
Yeah, you can use a reaction. So you use your reaction to attack Rolo.
Because like normally, like unless you have Warcaster, you can't cast a cantrip with the reaction. You know.
Do you have Warcaster Kane?
I do not.
All right, yeah, you'll have to use something else then.
I will throw a dagger at him.
Yeah, you can
Throw
do
the
that.
book at this japer.
Yeah, throw a dagger at him.
Oh man. Okay, let me go back to inventory. But it's at disadvantage because it's just prone.
We can take that crit. Oh, god damn it.
You need to kill him standing up.
Yeah, Kane, you go a little loopy for a moment, and you kind of just yeet your dagger over towards Rolo, and you kind of just hit him with the pommel of it, and it kind of just bounces off. Yeah, if you hit it on the other side, it would have been a crit though. Unlucky. Okay, over to Kane.
This is gonna be the most embarrassing death ever. Alright, I'm gonna just I'm a magic missile him at first level.
Azza, do temporary hit points heal you off of unconscious?
Ooh.
I have the foggiest idea.
Because if they do, Azza, you have 10 temp HP. Because of my Twilight Sanctuary, it heals people after their turn as well.
Let's see.
That's interesting.
I'll,
I don't know if temp HP brings you off of 0 though. I have no idea. I've never ran into that before.
I'll do some Google searches before it's my turn. I'll see if I'm standing up.
Technically, Rolo should get temp HP as well. I'll roll for him too.
Akron says no.
So Rolo
That would
has,
also be the definitive turn.
Rolo has 7 temp HP. Oh, and I get to roll for myself again because I rolled a 1 last time. Cool. I have 8 now. And then I'll roll for you too, Kane.
So apparently in the player's handbook, if you have 0 hit points, receiving temporary hit points doesn't restore you to consciousness or stabilize
fuck, really?
you.
Not even stabilized? That's kind of fucked up.
Let's see.
Yeah, I'm reading that too. You do get the
Yeah.
hit points though to avoid
7.
instant death.
Yeah.
So does it protects you from taking death saving throws from being hit? Is essentially what it does.
If you have 0 hit points, receiving temp doesn't restore you to conscious or stabilize you. They can still absorb damage directed at you. Yeah. So they'll absorb the damage, but yeah, they won't be up. So yeah, add that. What did Rolo get?
Rolo got 7.
7. Okay.
I got 11.
Alright, here comes the magic missiles.
You got 10 as a, not 11.
Oh, my bad. So one more won't do. Won't hurt anyone.
And you have 7, Kane. If you
I got it. Thank you.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, I put it on my temp.
Okay.
I need it.
4. Five.
I'll roll a natural 20 on my death save next round, and I'll have that temp HP and a single hit point to spare.
You'll be ready to go. Okay.
14, pretty big.
Yeah, that's pretty big. The visage is quickly fading, but it's still got its menacing grin on it. Over to Salam.
Alright, I'll try to send this thing back to the book. God damn it.
11.
I'm rolling so fucking bad now. I haven't rolled above a 6 in like 5 rolls.
Yeah, misses unfortunately, so we go over to Rolo, who's just unconscious. Then we go to Azza for another saving throw, please.
The dice gods have willed that this is our end. Who are we to object? Well, Not a natural
God
20.
damn it. Almost. That's
Christ.
the second
Everyone
one.
but the character you're trying to kill.
He wants Rolo dead, but he'll settle for it as a.
Rolo, take my soul. Carry it with you. Back to Gwyneth.
Maybe.
See, that's how you get rid of him. He takes my soul back to Gwyneth in a jar.
Maybe you can just like step on Rolo's neck or something.
You're gonna make me choke.
Okay, he didn't get his thing back, so he'll use Whispers of Violence again. So Salam, Kane, can you make a Wisdom saving throw, please? So that's a fail and
You
a
gotta be
fail.
fucking kidding me.
Kill him.
I have a +7 and I have failed 2 out of 3 fucking
So
wisdom
you
saving
take
throws.
6 psychic damage and you must use your reactions to
Jesus.
attack Rolo.
Christ.
Kill him! Do it!
Here comes my last dagger.
Hit him with the pointy end.
Probably hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hit Rolo. Oh, 8. give him some bludgeoning damage. So what damage do you do with the flail even?
Well, I mean, the temp HP is gonna absorb it, so it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
But it does. What would that be? 18.
18 damage. So that goes
it's a
over.
crit.
He's got 7. Does that go? So if it goes over the threshold, does it?
I mean, I guess the way I look at it is it's kind of like getting knocked, to 0. It doesn't matter
Yeah.
how much you get knocked under 0 unless it's
Unless
more
it's
than your
double,
total
yeah.
HP.
What's his
Yeah,
total?
so-
Instant kill.
Yeah, he's 36 HP, so yeah. So yeah, he's back down to 0. Okay, so we go over to Kane. Just throwing daggers.
I have no more daggers to throw. I got a spear.
Why don't you
I just-
use that instead, man?
The way I've been rolling, I don't think it matters.
No, I'm serious. Next time he just starts throwing books, he's next to the shelves.
Yeah.
I'm gonna firebolt this guy.
Just walk on up and choke him out. Alright, firebolt. 15, that hits for
Oh, fuck.
2 fire damage.
God damn it.
That's not enough. Salam, your turn.
Could happen.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Azza. Salam would be trying to take this guy out so there
No, you're
would be
good.
no threat, and then he would try to heal you. So
You're good.
he has no idea that you're at 2 death saving throws. So this is what
You
he would
are.
do.
You are 100% fine.
Alright, what do we
Good.
got? That's
Finally.
it. That's a hit. Oh baby.
Motherfucker.
8. Alright, so yeah, again, you vanquish this foe back
Thank
to the
God.
book. It explodes in a flurry of shadows and is sucked back into the book.
All you gotta do is roll 10 or higher once, Azza. Come on.
But we all know. That's a tall order.
So Rolo also does a death saving throw. No.
There you
Hey!
Oh, he gets a 50 crit, failed, and dies. Very sad.
It's a very sad moment for sure. He definitely shrinks.
Yeah, he's probably shrunk by now. Let's see, where are we? 1. I mean, he failed that one, but he went back to 0, so he's got 1 fail on him. So Azza, that's 1 success and 2 fails.
Azza, you have 7 temp HP.
I'll keep the 10 from before.
Oh, you haven't used it yet. And Rolo's back to 9 temp HP.
Okay.
Oh, I get to roll for myself too, because I took some damage last time.
And Kane, roll for Kane.
Oh, I thought you still had yours.
No, I'm at 1.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Here
Are you
go.
gonna? Can
You
you?
got 8.
Yeah. Can you stabilize Azza at all?
Yeah, I'm gonna heal Azza.
Okay.
You know, I was almost excited. It's been a very long time since I've lost a character.
It's really hard to lose a character in 5e2.
Huh?
Rollo's gonna.
You have to forget to use your shield spell and take 20 points of damage. That's how hard it is.
Oh baby, it's so close.
Well,
I probably
Just
would've
ignore
survived my
Rollo
shield.
for a little bit more.
all right, you're back at 10, Azza.
10's good. That puts me at technically 20 with temp.
I'm gonna healing hands
So-
Rolo.
No.
So that would have. So that
I don't
would've-
have it.
So the healing would have happened before Rolo rolled that
Second one,
death saving
yeah.
throw. So Az is up now and can technically stabilize him if he wants to.
Go on, Azza.
Oh.
Fail the stabilization.
He
The
can't.
problem is
can't.
to
It's-
remove his heart.
it's not
That's the problem. It's got too much blood in him. All right, yeah, you stabilize him.
He's-
I guess.
He's not dying, but
Is he
it's like
got?
every bone in his body is broken.
Uh,
He's gonna be in the hospital for like a year.
yeah. Is he on 1 hit point then?
He's on 0. He
Oh,
is
0.
stabilized.
So he's
But he does
unconscious
not-
still.
He's 0, but does not make saving throws.
Okay.
He's on 0, stabilized with 9 temp HP. What a fucking goofy mechanic.
That's pretty
It
crazy.
makes absolutely no sense whatsoever.
Oh, temp HP is a funny thing.
Hmm.
Temporary hit points.
Okay, so yeah, you kind of look around at the madness of this scene. Rollo kind of muttering something under his breath while mostly unconscious.
So I'm guessing Cthulhu is dead.
No, Cthulhu's still alive. She's not dead. She's pretty close.
Stabilize.
Well,
Yeah.
they must be stabilized then, because they were at -2 death saving throws, and it's been at least 3 turns, so they must
Oh,
have
okay.
succeeded on all their death saving throws.
Oh, I haven't been doing them. Let's do some rolls.
All they need to do is fail 1 and they're dead.
Oh baby,
Let's see him.
that's 1.
Pass. Fail.
Oh no.
That
Let's.
dice was cocked too.
I put my finger on her neck and I just look back and I give that solemn shake of my head.
Where is it? There it is. Dead.
I don't say anything. But the message is clear.
Very sad.
Guys, what are we gonna do? I have literally no clue how to destroy this fucking book or the shadow. I mean, I can't think of anywhere where we would be able to find a mill that is down here where we are. I mean, the only thing I can think of is getting Varnier to take the lock off the door and seeing if there's a mill somewhere else in Candlekeep. But then we're potentially exposing the rest of the keep to this fucking madness, so I'm at a loss.
It crossed my mind, but I didn't ask. Downstairs, the stone that Galeby was holding. Stones are pretty weird things to have here, I think. What was it?
It's probably just like a loose bit of stone, maybe a chunk off that weird statue in Crinkle's room, or something.
Well, all right. I'm hoping it was like a hint. Take the stone. It's magical piece of adamantine.
Maybe.
Like, whoa,
Yeah.
where'd you get that, Galeby? Oh no, I just found it under my bed.
Rollo seems to be muttering some nonsense under his breath. Maybe you should lean in and listen to what he has to say.
I lean in to see what he has to say.
Kill me! No, he's kind of muttering, it seems like a good idea. I gotta crush him somehow, maybe something real heavy. I don't know. Oh, my head hurts.
And so it all becomes obvious as I look up. Okay. I know what to do. Let's get that book right center of the table, and I'll go upstairs and get ready to cut a chain.
Alright, and I think that is where we will leave it for this week.
Oh my god. We're so stuck in this fucking nightmare.
Please, level 5,
This
have
is
mercy
so
on
bad.
us.
Looks like we have what we need to do, but that'll have to wait until next week, unfortunately. But yeah, it
Jesus
was,
sakes, God, amazing Christ. This is ridiculous.
this
So we
doesn't.
gotta destroy the book.
We gotta crush something.
I'm
With a
very
heavy
willing to crush
object.
the book, but only when the Shimshine is released, just to be certain.
Yeah, there's the statue suspended. There's some heavy statues kind of around as well. Yeah.
Oh, wait, is that? Hold up, important question.
Mm.
That statue floating above us, is that actually suspended on a chain or by magic?
Let me double check.
I can't cut magic. I could, I don't know, maybe leap on it and hopefully my weight's too much for like the tensor's floating disc that's holding it up.
It looks to be very. It says hanging from the ceiling, so yeah. Let me see how many chains.
God, there's a number of chains.
Suspended by 3 chains that are kind of
Yeah, if only I had.
kind of connected to the ceiling.
God, if only I had 2 attacks.
Mhm.
Oh.
So yeah, 3 chains suspended in the ceiling above the kind of gap there. Yeah, so there's the gap that goes straight down to where you guys are now. Yeah.
I do have AoE.
Okay, so yeah, that's where we'll finish things off for today. Anything to shout out before we head out?
Yeah, Misguided_Misfits on Twitch. Come drop a follow. Playing some Lost Ark and playing some Dying 2.
Yeah, how's
Gonna
that
be
going?
playing some Total War Warhammer 3. It'll be coming out in a few days, so I'll be playing that next.
Nice. What race are you gonna play in the Warhammers?
Probably a dwarf.
Yeah, I can
You
get
know.
behind that.
Little
Good
people
boy,
unite.
Yeah, nice. How's the Dungeons and Dragoning going, Salam? Did you start your new thing in the new, what's it called, realm?
Yeah, so I am running a homebrew Ravenloft campaign. And the party just hit level 9, and they just had a run-in with a almost ancient green dragon that also could cast spells of up to level 8.
Ooh.
So right before they all died, the mists sucked them into the ground, and into a new domain. So they are alive and in a new domain that is very strange, and they have no fucking clue where they are. But they're about to come up to their first sign of civilization in this new domain, and yeah, it should be pretty interesting.
Okay.
We're actually going to be playing again this Saturday with my sister as a guest player, because she's visiting from Argentina and has never played 5e before, so I wanted to let her have the experience of playing D&D while she was on vacation and visiting. So we're going to play this Saturday. Normally it's every other week, but yeah, we're going to play again this Saturday so that she can join us. So
Has she played any previous editions?
She played 2e like when she was probably 8 years old.
Quite a while back then.
Yeah, so it's been like 21 years probably since she's played Dungeons and Dragons. And that was a totally different game. I mean, 2e is like nothing like 5e, so it's going to be a totally different game for her.
Nice. Yeah, that sounds interesting. Excellent. Yeah. So,
Chat.
anything?
Call 911. Akron's killing us.
Yes. Well, I only really had one target, but yeah, I didn't.
I can't believe that Rolo actually survived that. That's actually kind of impressive that he did. Like, with as many attacks as got made against him while he was unconscious, that's fucking impressive that he's alive right now.
He's meant to have a story in another campaign.
Yeah, maybe I'll forget to move him next time when you drop the bookcase thing on it. Just smush him up. We'll see. But yeah, thanks for playing, guys. I know this is maybe just a little frustrating for you. I'm not too sure if you're frustrated or not with this kind of setting, but
I am definitely frustrated with this mystery because I can't cast any fucking concentration spells, and that's super annoying.
This
I feel
mystery
like-
is smarter than I am.
Yeah, I was about to say, I feel like a mouse that can't find the cheese in a maze, and I'm just like bashing my head into a wall, hoping
Well-
I'll get there sooner or later.
And it especially doesn't help me because I kind of have to roleplay Salam as not having any idea what's going on here because he only has an intelligence of 8, so he probably wouldn't be able to figure out what the fuck is happening. Like, this is so frustrating. You have no idea.
Well, you guys have an idea of what to do next, so
Not really.
well, as it
Just
seems
crush
to have
the
an
book.
idea.
Use a bigger rock.
Yeah, use a bigger rock. So hopefully we'll wrap this one up next weekend, no, not next week even, and get on to the next mystery at level 5. So yeah,
Oh god, that would be amazing.
you die all finished next week. I guess we'll see what happens. So yeah, tune
All
in
I
for
want
that.
is to be level 5.
Yeah, you'll get it. You'll get it. So tune in for that
We
next
are-
week. Same day, same place, same time. And on Thursdays we'll be doing our Icewind Dale campaign over at twitch.tv/Hockensprocken. And then on Sundays we'll be doing my Waterdeep campaign. So tune in for that too. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. Take care. So yeah,
Take it easy,
bye-bye.
chat.